I want you to look at the back of your jerseys. What do you see on the bottom? Let's talk about a couple things real quick. I tell you guys every game to play for the guys sitting next to you, right? This season I want you to play for the guys that can't sit next to you. The guys that gave their life for this game. I want you to think about that when you get on the ice. When you're worrying about your playing time. When you're worrying about if you're going to dress or not. Think about the opportunity that you guys have. You guys have been given a great chance to have a phenomenal season. This is our chance to show them that we care about what happened, that we can play for guys that can no longer play this game, and then further, this team gives back to the game that gives us so much. I want you guys to have fun tonight. It's a great night to start off the season with all of this. I want you guys to take a few minutes and reflect. Think about the opportunities you guys have been given, the chances that you guys have, and how privileged we are to be able to play this game. Take a minute, think about it. Let's get amped up and get started. Enjoy your new jerseys. Congrats. Welcome to Dakota Ridge.
Turn it up. To the left. Take it up there, y'all. 5 off this time. Right foot, let's go. Left foot, let's go. Right foot again. Left foot again. Right foot, let's go. Left foot, let's go. Freeze! Everybody clap your hands.
I'll be the last one standing, 2 hands in the air, I'm a champion. You'll be looking up at me when it's over. I live for the battle, I'm a soldier. Yeah, I'm a fighter like Rocky. Put your flag on your back like Ali. Yeah, I'm the greatest, I'm stronger. Bet my dues, can't lose, I'ma own ya. Hey, I've been working my whole life, and now it's do or die. I am invincible, unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. They knock me down, I get up again. I am the champion. You're not my name. You can't hurt me now. I can't feel the pain. I was made for this. I was born to win. I am the champion. When they write my story, they're gonna say that I did it for the glory, but don't think that I did it for the fame. Yeah, I did it for the love of the game. Yeah, and this is my chance I'm taking. All them old records I'm breaking. All you people watching on the TV, you go ahead and put your bets on me. Hey, I've been waiting my whole life to see my name in lights. I am invincible, unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. They knock me down, I get up again. I am the champion. You're gonna know my name. You can't hurt me now. I can't feel the pain. I was made for this. Yeah, I was born to win. I am the champion.
Because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Any way the wind blows doesn't really matter to me. Just kill the man, put a gun up his one trigger, now he's dead. I'm on. I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, Figaro. Magnifico! I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy.
There's a moment in your bones when the fire takes over. Blood is running, heart is pumping as the battle gets closer. They can say what they want now, 'cause we'll be screaming out, we can be heroes everywhere we go. We can have all that we ever want. Swinging like Ali, knocking out bodies, standing on top like a champion. Keep your silver, give me that gold. You'll remember when I say we can be heroes everywhere we go. Keeping us down is impossible, 'cause we're unstoppable. Oh, we're unstoppable. Oh, we're unstoppable. Every spotlight, every soundbite, everybody who gave up is just a fuel for wanting him more than anybody against us. They can say what they want now.
Let's listen to Devin. I wasn't giving a master, so I'll just take one if someone else.
You don't take a master.
Okay.
Hey, Devin, you will be Parker's new master.
Unless I'm making a joke.
Yeah, unless you make it. Shut the door.
Fourth one.
To the pit of misery.
Cause we'll be screaming now, we can be heroes everywhere we go.
That's careless.
I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching.
Whew, she's nuts.
Keep your silver, give me that gold. You'll remember when I say we can be heroes everywhere we go. Keeping us down is impossible, 'cause we're unstoppable. Oh, we're unstoppable. Oh, we're unstoppable.
fame up in lights, he just wants to be heard. Whether it's the beat or the mic, he feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know. He knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tox picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, now the picture connects. Never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote. His will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds, the skill of an artist.
This is 20% skill, 80% beer, be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse, this dude is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots and stocks through the roof.
Percent luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
They call him Ryu, he's sick and he's spitting fire and Mike. Got him out the dryer, he's hot. Found him in Fort Minor with top, but a fucking nihilist porcupine. He's a prick, he's a cock. The type women wanna be within rappers, hope he gets shot. 8 years in the making, patiently waiting to blow. Now the record with your notice taking over the globe. He's got a partner in crime, his shit is equally dope. You won't believe the kind of shit that comes out of this kid's throat.
He's not your everyday on the block. He knows how to work with what he's got, making his way to the top. He often gets a comment on his name. People keep asking him, was it given that birth, or does it stand for an acronym? No, he's living proof. Let him rock in the booth. He'll get you buzzing quicker than a shot of vodka with juice. Him and his crew are known around as one of the best, dedicated to what they do and give 100%.
Forget Mike, nobody really knows how or why he works so hard. It seems like he's never got time because he writes every note and he writes every line. And I've seen him at work when that light goes on in his mind. It's like a design is written in his head every time before he even touches a key or speaks in a ridiculous without even trying. How do they do it? This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. Yeah. Fort Minor, M. Shinoda, Styles of Beyond, Ryu, Top Beer, Machine Shop.
And another one gone, and another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, hey, I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust.
One more win? Marty wanted to come down and wish us all congratulations. Our season started with a respect gesture for the Broncos, and it's going to continue all the way through. Again tonight, boys, the whole season's been about playing for those that can't play anymore. And I think you guys have absolutely lived up to and exceeded those expectations. So it's truly an honor to have Marty come in here again today, have a conversation with you guys, hopefully give you guys a little something extra, put a little pep in the step for practice this morning, and then go on and win that last game. So go ahead, Marty.
Thank you, Coach. And Coach has said all along that you guys are playing for more than just yourselves, and the connection to his Humboldt is really, really strong. Hence, I'm got a jersey on today. Most of you guys, or a few guys, have met some of the guys. It's signed on each shoulder. One by Ryan Strzelnicki, the other one by Jacob Wasserman. Both of those guys were paralyzed in the accident. So, you guys truly are playing for these guys. Want to tell you a little bit more after the last time I saw you guys back at the Edge. You guys remember all that night up there. I actually, a couple weeks after that, only 3 weeks ago, I was asked to go up to Humboldt. And really huge honor for me. I dropped the puck at one of their games. And only 1 or 2 people that have been asked to do that all season long. And I was able to talk about you guys there. So it was pretty cool. And as part of that, we visited the site. It was an extremely powerful weekend up there. And the day before I went up there, we stopped in Calgary, and I got to go to the Flames game with Grayson. So that was pretty cool. And I don't know if you guys remember, I know some of you guys met him, but Grayson Cameron broke his back in the accident, and we brought him out in June to accept a check on behalf of Ryan. And he was supposed to stay with me the whole weekend, but I was really busy. Cindy and I were going, and 100 miles an hour, and Mrs. Eichelman over there and Jake and Drew said, how about he stay with us? So that created the Dakota Ridge Humboldt thing to a really, really tight degree, because Grayson ended up staying with you guys, and he's friends with you guys now, and it's pretty cool that these guys text. And Grayson, as soon as I saw him at the Flames game up there, hug, and he goes, how's Jake and Drew? First thing he said. So pretty neat, and I got to send him a text and pictures of you guys celebrating on the ice and say, guess what these guys are doing tonight? And I was just standing out here, and Shay was standing next to me. He got a text from the president of the Humboldt Broncos, and he said, go Dakota Ridge. How about that? And so one of the things when I was up there in Humboldt, the whole weekend was incredibly powerful. I had a hotel set up there to go watch a couple of the games, and the president of Humboldt is a guy named Kevin Geringer. And Kevin said, you aren't going to stay in a hotel. It reminds me a lot of the Grayson thing. He said, you're staying with me, not at a hotel. Very much like what happened with you guys. And so I'm there, and we're staying up late and kind of chatting about life. And he said, I wasn't going to tell you this before you stayed over here, but just an FYI, that room you're staying in, the room right next to you, I was a billet last year. And I said, really, you were? And I said, for who? And he said, for Connor Lucan. The room right next to you was Connor Lucan's room. Connor Lucan sadly passed away in the accident. And so it was pretty tough. He was pretty emotional about the whole thing. And so he tells me, get hugs and a couple tears, and he says, I got a little something for you. I'm going to give it to you now. And it was a baggie, and he says, you're going to know the right time to get these out. And so it's pretty cool. So what it was, it's in here, and it's wristbands for Humboldt Strong. These are straight from the president of Humboldt Hockey. And I said to Jeff earlier, like yesterday, right? We were talking yesterday, and I said, would it be okay if I came talk to the boys? And he said, yeah. And I thought, what am I going to do? And I said, there was that time when Kevin said to me, those items that you had, and I thought, boy, I wonder how many I have in there. And so I asked Jeff this morning, and he can vouch, text me, I go, how many players you got? And he said 21 are dressed, and we have 26, and every single one of them is as important as the next one on the team. You guys all know that, right? And so I thought, well, I wonder how many are in here. So I started counting them, and about the third one in, there was one cut in half, and I was like, oh man, it's a bummer if I'm short. And start counting, and there was 26 of them, 27 in total. One was cut. I think that was Connor Lucan's guys. So each one of you guys, I'm going to hand these out. I want you guys to put them on your left wrist for tonight. It's closest to your heart. And let's think about Connor, and let's think about all the rest of the guys on the team up in Humboldt, because you guys are really the only team in Colorado, no joke, that have the Dog Nation and Humboldt logos on there, and I could not be more honored. And I'm coming to the game tonight with Jake Schroeder, and we're going to root you guys on, and let's go kick some ass, all right?